Okay, hello, welcome back. My name is Amelia, and in this video I'm going to take you through a quick walkthrough with Filezilla, for those who have not seen it before, and we are going to connect to our web hosting account using Filezilla and our FTP details. So very quickly, an overview of Filezilla. We've got just from the top down, we've got our host name, username, password, etc. That's the FTP details we are going to be adding in just a moment. Don't do it just yet. The first panel we've got here is a conversation that happens between Filezilla, our FTP client, and our web hosting account. So it's just going to look like gobbledygook, but as you get to know what's going on, things might look a little bit familiar on what's possibly going on, but it's just a conversation between Filezilla and your web hosting account and vice versa. The two panels here we've got here on the left refers to our desktop or our laptop, Mac, PC, whichever you're using, and all the files and all the contents of the computer that you are using at the moment. So I've got desktop here, so it's showing the desktop folder, and it's showing all the contents within my desktop. So on my desktop, which you can't see at the moment, I've got a folder and a PDF. You can drill down even further and see what's in this particular folder. Okay, so it's really just a way of you being able to navigate through the contents of your computer. On the right hand side here, this would be the server side, very much the same thing. It's navigating through the contents of your server, so you'll be able to drill down into folders and see what files are in those folders. So you'll see the folders here and the contents there, but we're not connected to any server yet, which we're going to do in just a tick. The next thing we've got down below here is the queue of files. So whatever we transfer between our computer and our web hosting account, vice versa, it's going to show up here. It's going to show a queue of what's being downloaded and uploaded. We've got two tabs here. We can see what's failed, what hasn't transferred between the two, or we can see what has transferred between the two. So that's just an indication of what's being uploaded or downloaded. Okay, so that's a very, very brief walkthrough, and that's really all you need to know. You don't need to go any further into it. So without further ado, let's now connect to our web hosting account. So the first thing we're going to need is our host name. Now this will be the host that is in your email. So let's see if I can bring up our email again. So if we've got our email that's for our account approval, you'll see this FTP server here. So you'll need this detail. Don't click on it, just go and grab it. So copy that. All right, so I'm just going to close that again, and we're going to add that into here. Okay, let's tab to go into the username, and let's now add the FTP username that has been created for you. Okay, and we now need to add the password. So we changed our password for the very first, when we first logged into Dreamhost. Okay, so we've done that, and we are going to use port 21, which is just the standard port for using FTP. There is something called SFTP, something maybe I can look at further down, but it is a more secure way of transferring files, especially if there's information within those files that's very sensitive. There isn't going to be anything sensitive just yet, so we're all good to go. It's okay, no worries. So click Quick Connect. Just before I do Quick Connect, I just want to mention that some tutorials talk about clicking on this icon and adding in all your details so that Filezilla saves it for next time. You don't need to worry about putting in your details ever again. Please do not do this. Do not do this. The reason why I'm telling you not to do this is if you get a virus on your computer, and you say I'm talking about Mac users as well, you should have antivirus regardless of what kind of computer you've got. If you get a virus on your computer, the main thing that viruses try to do is to attach itself or look for any kind of sensitive information about you, and it will go through all your programs to look for all of this. So it will come across Filezilla and go, wow, there's a username and a password to a web hosting account. Awesome, let's grab those. And suddenly you've given them the key to the city, to your virtual city. They've got the key to everything. They can go and do whatever they want with your web hosting account, and they can take control and they can do all kinds of things. So please don't store your details within Filezilla. They are not encrypted. Okay, please, just a word of warning. Let's try and keep this as secure as possible so we don't have to worry about anything. Okay, so we've got all these details in here. Let's click Quick Connect, and you will see this conversation happening. A command, a response, command, response. So as I said, this is just the conversation that Filezilla is having with the web hosting account and vice versa. Okay, so you'll suddenly see a folder pop up in here, and you'll see the contents of that folder there. You might see a familiar folder here, which is the folder for your website, and this is where we're going to be putting all our WordPress folders and files. So let's just drill down on this arrow here and let's click into there. So again, more conversation happening, and it's going to show us the contents of what's in there at the moment. And this is just by default. Whenever you add a new domain into Dreamhost, it's going to add a splash page, and it's going to add you know, a favicon and so forth. So that's fine. That's okay. That can be there. That's absolutely fine. All right. So that's just a very quick walkthrough with Filezilla. When I say quick, oh gosh, whatever. So I'm going to leave this here, and in the next video we're going to unzip our WordPress zip file that we've downloaded, and we're going to input that onto our web hosting account. Alright, so I will see you in the very next video. Okay, bye.